Hey guys, my name is Jonathan Reich. I'm a licensed CPA in the state of Louisiana, and today I want to talk about the best platforms that integrate with Ramp. What is Ramp, you may ask? Well, let me tell you. Ramp is basically an expense management platform that is used by a ton of different small businesses, fintech, software as a service startups, companies like that. But it's really pretty broad and diverse, and you can use it to basically manage corporate spend on credit cards. Kind of use it as like an AP module. It's got a ton of different offerings, so it's a really powerful tool. You want it to connect with your accounting platform because it makes accounting a lot easier. Like it's that easy. Um, you're definitely going to want something that's plug and play. You don't necessarily want to have to do workarounds, CSV exports. And so today I wanted to talk about the platforms that really do a good job of taking advantage of integrations and syncs with the Ramp platform. The first one I want to talk about today is Puzzle. So Puzzle was built with Ramp in mind. It's a little different from the others on this list just because the other platforms are a little bit older and Puzzle's relatively new, coming out in 2022 or 2023. And so it was able to be built from the ground up with the concept of always being able to connect to Ramp. So with Puzzle, you'll find that Ramp syncs transactions, receipts, memo fields, bill pay data. All of that gets pushed right into Puzzle. And then if you are coding bills in Ramp, maybe you've got someone managing expense reports, for instance, Puzzle will ingest those and then it'll be tagged to the appropriate bill that's associated with that expense if it was uploaded. So overall, very impressive. You're not going to lose a ton of data if someone is doing their job and they're using the receipts and they're using the corporate credit card correctly and uploading everything. All of that data, if it's been mapped correctly, will go directly to Puzzle, and you can use it for like project costing or tagging things in your profit and loss statement. Overall, it's a very impressive and fluid, intuitive, and seamless process to track those costs. So as a CPA, that's really impressive to me. Puzzle's built around these live data pools from platforms like Ramp, Mercury, Stripe, Brex, and it tries to shy away from using CSV imports, so it's readily available to build out your financials at almost any given time. It really shines because it's obviously integrates really well, but it's also got native automation. So if someone isn't tagging things and you're just swiping that corporate card and those costs are showing up, Puzzle's going to try and automatically categorize that expense. It does a very good job of that. It really does an excellent job of revenue recognition and software as a service workflows. And so what you'll find is a lot of companies that are using Ramp may fall in that niche. And so Puzzle was made with that in mind. And then it's accountant friendly, it's firm friendly. So if I want to service my clients and use Puzzle because it makes sense for me to use Puzzle with those clients, you can. And it works. However, there are some drawbacks to using Puzzle. So it's really focused on modern US based companies. If you're old school, if you're a manufacturing shop with a ton of inventory that's relatively complex, where you need job costing at scales, tags aren't going to be enough to track that project, you're going to feel the limitations of the platform, in my opinion. Same for if you're dealing with international companies, Puzzle's probably not going to be your fit. And then if you're using Puzzle, the ecosystem, the apps that integrate aren't going to be as numerous as the next guy we're going to talk about, QuickBooks. But for the big ones like Ramp, Mercury, Gusto, Brex, Puzzle is plug and play, ready to go. So, like I said, no platform's perfect, but those drawbacks do feel very limited compared to some of the other ones we're going to talk about. The next one that plays very well with Ramp is QuickBooks Online. So QuickBooks Online, everyone knows it. Everyone knows how to use it. It integrates with Ramp via a no-code integration. It's just plug and play. It's going to sync those card transactions, receipts. It's going to do a good job of syncing that vendor data. It's going to reduce your manual entries. It's going to help you speed up your close process having Ramp integrated with QuickBooks. So you can use your chart of accounts to keep coding consistent within the two platforms, and then you can also attach receipts and memos, kind of like Puzzle. It will push it over into your accounting platform, so every transaction has the necessary backup that you need whenever you drill into your P&L to find out why something was higher than it was last month. It's relatively low friction. QuickBooks, it's plug and play. Usually it's a same day project. Make sure to get your credentials, make sure everything's entered the way it's supposed to be. QuickBooks is going to have the added benefit of having a pretty big app store, so it's not going to connect with just a couple apps. It's going to connect with every app. And then it's also got familiar workflows for bookkeepers, outsourced accountants, folks who have been in the finance world. They're probably familiar with QuickBooks. Where it falls short, though, QuickBooks, because it's easy to modify and work within the systems, it's also really easy to wreck. So if you aren't paying attention, you can have some chaos on the back end whenever you're generating financials, if things weren't mapped correctly in your chart of accounts, for instance. If you got random classes and locations, when you integrate the two platforms, you can cause a mess if you don't know what you're doing. QuickBooks doesn't really excel if you've got multi-entity or complex consolidations. It's just not built for that, in my opinion. You can do it with workarounds. I wouldn't. I would find the right platform for what I need, or have multiple businesses and then do roll-ups with a parent-child company type relationship. And then it's not as autonomous as some of the other platforms that we're going to talk about. So Puzzle has this AI-centric auto-coding facet going for it. QuickBooks just isn't that. It's trying to be. They've been releasing updates this year as of late 2025, but it's just not quite up to snuff yet, in my opinion. So keep in mind that automation ceiling is a lot lower. The next one I want to talk about for your ramp integration is Xero. So Xero is another accounting platform. It's akin to QuickBooks, but in my opinion, it's really made for international companies that want a more clean user interface. So Ramp does have a card feed that goes directly into Xero, and then you can also set up tracking categories. Receipts and memos can sync over just like the other two platforms we've already talked about. And then you are going to be able to keep dimensions, project codes, tags, things like that aligned between Ramp and Xero if you take the time to map and set them up. Xero is really exceptional with the platform if you are international. As we've said, that's kind of its bread and butter. If your tracking categories match well with Ramp, Xero is really famous for its banking reconciliations and rules. And so if you've got data being pushed over from Ramp that has good data and you can use those rules to book those transactions, it's going to be really clean. There's not going to be a lot of month-end journal entries and adjustments. It does have a decent ecosystem like QuickBooks. A lot of apps are going to be able to connect to Xero. It plays really nicely with project management tools, invoicing, payroll tools in different regions, stuff like that. Xero does start to feel a little short, though. If you are U.S. centric, if you're a U.S. only business, you're going to lose some of the benefit of using the platform. And then fewer bookkeepers around town are probably familiar with Xero. If you're thinking about using Xero, you may want to think about using QuickBooks Online. Just because they are so similar, Xero is going to have a little bit more simple of an interface. So it's going to be easier to learn if you are thinking about going international at some point to reap those benefits. So the next one I want to talk about for our Ramp integration is Sage Intacct. I really like Sage Intacct, but it is kind of a really big, beefy software. It's not going to be a fit for most small businesses. In my opinion, you really need to be pushing $100 million of revenue a year, maybe 50 million. It kind of depends, but it's big. And so like the other ones, Ramp has a direct integration with Sage Intacct, and it's used by many customers to automate close, to automate and accelerate different close tasks. So with Ramp and Sage, you can sync transactions in Intacct. They can be mapped to accounts. They can be mapped to dimensions, projects, location codes. Sage has that modularity and is so deep and diverse that it's able to field a lot of that. You can push expenses to the right entities, departments. If you are a multi-entity or you have consolidations, once again, Sage can field that. It can field a lot of things. And then it's also going to reduce the manual journal entries and the reconciliation time. So if you need serious dimensional accounting, Sage is going to be for you. Class, department, project, location, geographic area. Sage is going to let you push those transactions from Ramp into those different cost codes. And then if you need something that's really auditable and has really good internal controls, you need segregation of duties, approval workflows, audit trails, Sage is going to feel right at home. So anything that's booked and then pushed over from Ramp, you're going to be able to see who did what when. That's really good if there's something that's been changed, if there's been an error, etc. Okay, so where Sage falls short is the implementation overhead is too much for most small businesses. It's too much, it's too burdensome. Most businesses are not going to need Sage until they're generating healthy profits, a ton of revenue. It's just not made for you. And so that's the biggest caveat to Sage. Let's go ahead and jump into NetSuite. NetSuite is going to sound like I'm parroting Sage because I almost am. So whereas Sage is for that mid to larger size business, NetSuite is for the large businesses. It is for the folks who are turning over a ton of money. Ramp does offer a NetSuite integration. It focuses on real-time reconciliation. As things come in, they're categorized, they're booked. We're basically trying to reconcile daily instead of monthly because the amount of volume transaction that's coming through the platform, if you did it monthly, you'd have 40,000 lines to look over. That's the type of business that needs to consider using NetSuite. So, pros of using NetSuite, it's an end-to-end ERP. Any data from Ramp, your bank, Mercury, whatever have you, is going to be pushed over to NetSuite. You can see it all. You can see how it disperses. It's really great for just having a clean, full stack view of how your business is doing. It's great for complex entities, and then it offers deep customization. However, with that comes the cost and complexity. If you thought Sage was expensive to implement, if you thought Sage was complicated to learn, you're going to find out that NetSuite is a step above. You're going to need a team of people. You're going to do a ton of training. It's going to take a longer time to realize the value of using NetSuite as opposed to some of the simpler platforms out there that have these plug-and-play integrations. Keep that in mind. So NetSuite is not going to be for most businesses. If you are a big business owner and you're watching this video, consider it or Sage, but otherwise most people probably would fall somewhere between Xero, QuickBooks, Puzzle, or this guy, which is Wave. Wave is a freemium accounting software. It does not connect to Ramp. It does not have a direct native pipeline to Ramp, which is why I wanted to include it because you should always have options. So it's low cost or free, depending on the tier that you use. It's great for simple reporting, basic invoicing, tracking some basic expenses, stuff like that. It's really for people who are one-stop shop, one-man band, who don't have a team, who don't know if they kind of want to do the admin side of things, if they even want to run a business. That's how I think about Wave. And so if you're integrating it with Ramp, you're going to have to export CSV files from Ramp and then upload them to Wave and then book those transactions and expenses. It leaves a lot of room for error, but if you only have 10 or 15 transactions going through your Ramp account, it's not a big deal. You can probably narrow that down pretty quickly, but if you have 1,000 a day because you need to use something like NetSuite, it's quite a bit different. So you can export those transactions. You can align vendor categories and expenses once it's hit Wave, and then categorize and then run your bank reconciliations and your expense management reports like you typically would. Some of the best parts about Wave are the price. It's free. It's simple. It's easy to learn. You don't have to have an accounting degree. But where it falls short is the exact opposite. There's almost no automation. It's very limited in terms of scale. You're going to have to do those exports, once a month, once a week. And so you have to get comfortable with spending your time to do that. And if you have more time than you do money and you don't mind doing it, it's perfect. So those are my accounting platforms that do have these Ramp integrations. I do recommend that you consider the type of business that you're running, what you're doing, what you're using it for, and then see how it plugs and plays with these different platforms. So now that you've got the information you need, hopefully you can make that decision. Thanks for watching, guys.